government sold us into serfdom, and I'll tell you how. I watched this show on ABC called Road Gold. It's like Four Corners. It showed that they build these roads at fantastic expense. Then, to pay off construction, governments sign us up to over 36-year-long contracts where the fees go up 4% every year. They extend these contracts indefinitely for unwanted extensions, adding more years on the end of these massive 4-yearly growths. If there is high inflation, then toll roads can make windfall profits because, why not? With the endless time extensions, it often feels that governments don't want to make roads free. Four Corners showed a woman that had to quit her job because she was spending over 10% of her wage on toll roads. If using services supposed to be provided freely by government cost you 10% of your wage, what will it be like in 20 years when there's 4% growth annually? Our cities keep growing and our people need to move around for work. And toll roads are strangling our people with pointless wasting of money in our cost of living crisis. They showed this guy Mark, he had a fine of over 11,000% of the toll. So he had a fine somewhere like $700. He was going through a bunch of stuff in his life. He lost his marriage and whatever. He kept turning up to work and he was a tradesman. He had like $700 fine, but he got behind on his toll roads. They want 80 grand from him. He may even face jail for the crime of driving on a road. Transurban use our justice system to chase down these fantastic late fees and we pay all of that for them at no benefit to us. I guarantee it can only get worse from here because it's written that way into their contract. If past generations can make outrageous contracts that we have to pay for, there must be an option that we could just neglect to pay. Making a 30-year contract to go up 4% above inflation with indefinite extensions for something as basic as roads, it's outrageous. Governments collect tax and are supposed to provide services in exchange. The entire toll road system is wrong. There is this ombudsman, that you could go to dispute these outrageous fees. It's completely funded by Transurban. Transurban made an annual profit last year of just under $3.5 billion. That's $3.5 billion out of our pockets for something that the government was supposed to provide for us that should be free by rights. That's $124 for every man, woman and child in this nation. We are one of the most highly taxed nations on earth, and our government cannot even provide us with roads. To do so, they are required to sell that responsibility to corporate parasites that then require our children's prosperity as payment in return. There was the slightest possibility and talk of restricting the toll roads, just rampant profiteering of the Australian people. And they played this response. Have a look.
It really goes to the sanctity of contract structures and the need for infrastructure investment. And if they want to lower the tolls and not give Transurban anything, then they need to write a very, very big check and compensate Transurban for the lost value as a result of tearing up the contracts. Write a very, very big check. Write a very, very big check. And compensate Transurban for the lost value. Write a very, very big check.
Imagine you were a nation with the ability to change laws. How would you nationalise roads?